What is up, everybody? My name is Adam, and today we are going to be taking a look at Elrond and their native token eGLD or eGold. They seem to just keep pushing up in price even when everything else is just bleeding out in the red, and that's got a lot of people looking their way trying to figure out what's going on. So in this video, we're going to talk about who and what Elrond is, some recent news that helped make that price pop, if I think that they are a good investment or not, and make sure you stick around towards the end because we're going to talk about some Elrond price predictions from all around the internet. I've never covered them on the channel before, but I was nerding out the other night with some folks online discussing cryptos, specifically Elrond, because as I mentioned, they've been pushing up a lot lately and getting a lot of attention, and some folks were calling Elrond expensive, and well, I respectfully disagreed. In fact, I think we can see a lot of growth out of Elrond over the next few years, and if you watch this video all the way through and you hear all my whys, you may just agree. Right now, Elrond is trading for $201 and some change at the time of this filming. That gives them a market cap of $4.2 billion and puts them in 38th place overall on CoinMarketCap, and we'll talk about that supply in just a moment. Now, in some recent eGold news that is making that price action jump, news just came out that it will be receiving a listing on a prominent Asian crypto exchange, Bithumb. Bithumb is a Korean crypto exchange that handles a significant portion of trading both for its native country and abroad. It is one of the top 20 largest crypto exchanges in the world. Plus, the Meyer decentralized exchange that was launched just last November has been just gaining in popularity more and more within the DeFi space. Right now, they have around $1.6 billion in total value locked, and by the time you see this, it may be even more. But it's been gaining a lot in popularity, and people are digging it, so guess what? People are just putting more and more money into eGold. So Elrond is a blockchain-based platform. It allows users to create and develop decentralized applications or dApps and cryptocurrencies to create a new internet economy. With its current speed of 15,000 transactions per second, it makes Elrond one of the fastest networks out there. Elrond makes itself unique through its use of sharding, D, not T, in the form of Adaptive State Sharding, or ASS. Okay, it's not really ass. I just saw a dad joke opportunity and took it. If you like dad jokes too, hit me with that like. What Adaptive State Sharding, or ASS, does is splits the network into smaller fractions so that nodes can validate transactions and network operations by resolving one partition at a time. This ensures that the network can process thousands of transactions per second while only requiring low fees. One of the most attractive parts about Elrond is their scalability of the network while keeping that eGold supply fixed. One of the first things I ever noticed about Elrond is their supply. The Elrond token is limited in supply at 20 million eGold. Although new tokens are minted to reward network validators, the maximum coin supply can never exceed 31,415,926 eGold. Now this number is expected to decrease even more as more and more transactions are processed because a portion of the fees from these transactions are burned. That low supply is one of the reasons I like the growth potential of Elrond, because as that ecosystem continues to grow and continues to scale, the availability of the tokens remains low, and it just creates a store of value at the same time. Similar to Bitcoin. Of course, Bitcoin is on a different level and has a different purpose. But for comparison's sake, their max supply is 21 million with 18.9 million in circulation, and a lot of you probably already knew that. They have nearly a $1 trillion market cap, while Elrond is sitting at 4.2 billion. Now, I'm not saying that Elrond is going to shoot up to the price of Bitcoin. I'm not saying that. But I am saying there is a lot of potential that Elrond can grow and gain in price substantially with that fixed supply as that ecosystem continues to grow. Scarcity creates value. Do I think we will see Elrond at a $1 trillion market cap? Well, if we do, it won't be for a very long time. But I never say never in this crypto market. You never know what this is going to look like in 20 years. However, I do think we could easily watch Elrond 10 times itself over the next few years. A $40 billion market cap with Elrond's booming ecosystem, their transaction speed, and that the fact that they're creating that store of value, well, it makes that market cap, that potential market cap, not that far-fetched. And the Elrond bulls would probably argue that they see that cap being much higher. Now, speaking of the ecosystem, check out their adoption map. This is the latest one on their website and is dated September of 2021. It will be hard not to believe that this has grown even more in recent months. This growth, this bustling ecosystem growth, makes me very optimistic. Now you couple that with this. Now check this out. There are only 1.3 million users right now. But look at that adoption growth. Now imagine what that chart is going to look like over the next few years, hell, the next decade. Now you may be saying to yourself, well, if Elrond is so damn great, why are they so far off from their all-time high? Which that is a very fair question. They hit that high of $542.58 on November 23rd of last year. But I just don't believe that the price is a direct reflection on Elrond's functionality or really any crypto. What I mean is, for instance, Jeff Bezos in a famous interview once talked about Amazon's price dropping off substantially. He said when he went back and looked at the numbers, just like the few we looked at, everything internally was moving in the right direction. More users, sales were up, etc. So he didn't care that much about the drop off as long as everything within the company was moving in a positive direction and that the price would eventually catch up. Oftentimes, the price fluctuation of an asset is a reflection of human emotion, our buying and selling habits, and what drives that. Lots of successful companies have had major drop-offs that many of us look back now and wish we would have taken advantage of, but at the time we were scared. I think Netflix, for instance, dropped to under $2 at one point. I mean, hell, look at Bitcoin. How soon could we see Elrond come roaring back and hit those all-time highs again? Well, let's look at some price predictions from around the internet to see how people are feeling about eGLD. Let's start with Coinpedia. For this year, the new upgrades would propel that price as high as $500. If market sentiment remains positive, then an all-time high of around $700 looks optimistic. However, tapering of U.S. interest rate hikes threatens the price action, then the project is likely to end up trading around $181.56. By the end of 2023, eGLD might be traded at an average price of $410.55. The highest level Coinpedia believes the Elrond price could reach by the end of that 5 years is $1,200. Per Wallet Investor predictions, eGLD is forecasted to hit a maximum price of $400.24. Minimum, it would flip to $248.11. The token is expected to trade at an average price of $324.23 by the end of 2022. Wallet Investor anticipates eGLD trade at an average price of $960.34. And maximum price expected to be at $1,034.03. Minimum, it will plunge back to $893.40 by 2025. Still not a bad return. Digital coin price analysts predict the eGLD price would reach $186.72 by the end of 2022 and $296.28 by the end of 2025, and that is much more conservative than the first few. Gov Capital has changed its prediction for the eGLD price. They expect the protocol to hit a maximum of $835.27, and with average buy and sell pressure, it would end up trading at $726.32 by the end of 2022. The website has also made a whopping prediction in the long term. They expect the price to surge to a maximum of $6,240.27. The average and minimum probabilities is being $5,426.33 and $4,612.38, respectively, by the end of 2025. For the most part, people are bullish on Elrond and its price action over the long term. Most cryptos aren't going to make it long term. They're just not. But the ones with the most utility and use cases will. Right now, Elrond is attacking multiple problems while most are only tackling one. My personal opinion is I believe we could be looking at a great deal right now when we look at that price in 3 to 5 years. But let me know what you think in the comment section below. As always, I hope you stay safe, hope you get rich, and we will see you soon.